Hi, I'm Carrie Schmelkin with the TMC Newsroom, and we're here in Miami this week at ITExpo. I'm joined today by Dave Gilbert, CEO of SimpleSignal. Dave, welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your company, how long you guys have been in the industry.
Okay, so we've been around since 2004. We intended to be really disruptive with our technology. Okay, so we've been a little disturbing, but it's been pretty exciting. It's been a fun run.
Great. So what brings you to ITExpo? Do you have any news that you're sharing with us?
Yeah, so we are a unified communications company, but we're more than that because we're cloud-based. So the concept is really that what we're trying to do is bring businesses into the cloud, not only with their communication, but all the different ways that they collaborate and communicate every single day. And so that process of simplification and unification is our mission.
Great. Now, you've been around since 2004, you
Yes.
mentioned. Tell us a little bit about how the industry has changed over the last couple of years.
Oh, dramatically. So at first it started out to be basically get the voice over the internet instead of over wires and telephone poles. And so we began to start seeing cost savings, but more than just the cost savings, it was the ability to communicate using applications, not just voice. And so that gave way to this entire idea of looking more like software than we did traditional telco. Today that's really fully blown. Now we're starting to see applications that are available to small businesses that truly change the way that business works. So you've heard things like game-changing applications, and that's sort of what we're doing.
Great. How do you distinguish yourselves in this marketplace? What makes you unique?
Okay, so some of that I just explained is a unique differentiator. Because many people are focused on the price and just, is this cheap voice? Is it cheaper than what they have? But instead, really, I think what differentiates us is that we come in with a solution. It's not just a transaction. It's really about changing the way that business communicates and collaborates. So we walk into a business and say, what are you trying to do? How can we make your business move faster and better using these new communication tools? One of those things is the concept of OneNumber. So a business wants to control its numbers so that if they ever lose an employee, all of those contacts don't go anywhere. So they can move that number to another employee. So there's some real strategy in that. Now, one of the things that's also interesting is that we can now text to the desk phone. And the reason that's important is because when you text, you give up your cell phone number. Now you don't have to.
Right.
Now instead, the only number that shows up is your desk phone number. So there's a unification process there. It's also security. Like for instance, in certain verticals like real estate people, they don't want people to know their cell phone number. So we can protect them and kind of unify all that together, and that's what we do.
So what's next for you guys?
So we're pushing hard into the video area. One of the things that's really cool about what we do, we think right now, is that we're one to many in a video. So we can approximate, for instance, the telepresence room. And so instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you have to do that in several locations to make it work, we can push video, multi-people, little Hollywood squares, kind of, all the way out to a tablet, like an iPad or a Galaxy, which is really the perfect form factor because it's small enough to go mobile, but large enough to really get a good image of all those squares. So that's been fun. And what that does is for companies that have distributed workforces, say all over the world, they can come together at any point over their device, their cell phone, their iPad, their PC, and pull it all together with good enough quality to really see the faces and change the dynamic of the conference. So that's kind of what's next for us. We're perfecting that and growing with that, and businesses are using it more and more. So we'd like to talk to anybody that has interest in multi-point video conferencing.
Well, sounds exciting.
Yeah, it is fun.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.